Okay, yep. Hey dudes, Cataclysm Season 8, about to be unfrozen. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in to my perspective. There's lots of variety in this roster. I think, yeah, 55 people, which is pretty absurd for a recorded round. Pretty, like, very big, actually. And a lot of good people as well, is the thing. And it's also 4 potential chords, as well as fast melting. So fast melting is just more of a convenience thing, so, and for perspectives as well. I turn down my render distance to 8. Even though my frames still say like 113, if I'm not getting 120, it looks really bad on my monitor. So it just feels really choppy. But yeah, yeah, I'm getting good FPS and Cata chords. Those are the potential chords for meetup. So I'm probably gonna cave for a while in this game since everyone's like good. It's gonna be difficult to snowball because you can't really kill the people necessary for getting a lot of gear that are worse than you. Like you can't really kill like those like unenchanted people that have no clue what they're doing, but they have like a stack of gold on them. Yeah, those don't exist, but in this game at least. And I just really feel like caving. I just prefer caving. Okay. So Nether is off, I'm pretty sure, so that's kind of out of the question. If Nether was on, I probably would have gone. There's surface cave there, and there, can't remember that. I probably would have gone to the Nether, because I don't know, I like going to the Nether. But there's not really, like, it's good. If you don't balance it correctly, it's way too good, and if you nerf it too much, it's not worth it. So it's very difficult to have on. Oh, Vinny took first damage? Yeah, okay, got a bow. That's good. I plan to keep most things to a bow fight. Or hopefully I can keep it to a bow fight or something. Some zombies there. Because I'm probably better at bow than melee. And a lot of people in this roster are just far better than me at melee. Let's see. Yeah, there's just a lot of threats in this game. That cave looks really good. I'll just come back to that. Yeah, what I usually like doing, I don't play too many FFAs, but what I usually do in FFAs is I'll cave for 20 minutes, or I'll go down 10 minutes in, or like 5 or 10, between 5 or 10 minutes in, and then I'll cave for like 20 minutes, and then I'll surface with whatever I got, and then I'll just go fight. But that's not really viable in this situation, which kind of puts me out of my comfort zone. Because I'm used to playing the same game, but this is not even the same game, because if everyone's a higher skill level, it's just going to be much different. And obviously, the more people there are, the less chance that I'm going to win. So I'm probably going to go for kills. I would like to get a kill. Just one kill. I'd be satisfied with that. But I'll be... If I am put in the situation to win, I'll try to get it, but that's if I'm in the situation to win. Like if things just aren't looking good, I won't try to just never die because I'll just know there's no chance. Okay. Yeah, 5 apples. I'll just go with that. Apple rates are 1.5% and shears are off, so 1.5 is triple the vanilla value, so should be fairly easy to get. Okay. The main thing I'm worried about now is just leather. Because with the 80-80 ore rates, I would be very surprised if someone did not have enchants surfacing. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if someone just got full iron then went, but in 1.8, having no enchants and surfacing and FFAs is kind of just stupid for recorded rounds. Which that's weird. Yeah, it's kind of just dumb because you're not gonna kill anyone unless they're god awful. But there's no one in that round that there's no one in this round that will probably like just die. But there are people that can probably do very well while having full iron. But it really just depends on the situation. Because I think people play UHC more expecting it to be like a balanced experience. And obviously, if you balance the game to the point where it it's fair to everyone, that's where the highest amount of people are going to have fun, and it's not just fun for the one person that gets lucky. But Minecraft, it's very difficult to do that with this game because Minecraft wasn't made as a PvP game or a multiplayer game even. It was made as a single player survival game. But with with it being like a sandbox game, you can kind of do anything with it, which is why you have all these like different servers. We have like these giant networks run on like mini games and PvP, stuff like that. And what other competitive games have far over Minecraft, which I think is what people need to understand. There's Village. Um, I think that people need to understand that it's very difficult to balance a game if the developers, their objective is not balancing the game. And the Minecraft developers, they don't really care much about the PvP community, which I mean I don't blame them for because they started out. Yeah, that's taken. Um, they started out as just like a small company, and they wanted to just do a survival game, which is what they're trying to make the game more of while they update a survival game. Um, but obviously, a lot of people, like I'm pretty sure their annual sales went down a ton. I think that is because of their updates. I think they have made some mistakes with updates, and I think one of the main issues between the 1.9 update is that they waited too long. I think they waited too long to update, and it just got overflowed with like all these different new mechanics and stuff that it plays like a different game, and that drove away a lot of their audience. And if they drive away like their main audience, they're not going to get any more. Like they're not going to increase in new players. But to like esports games compared to like CS:GO or League of Legends, the developers they try to make the game as balanced as possible because their main income is from these giant tournaments and stuff like that. Uh, but the developers are of like their income of Minecraft, the developers, it's just based off of game sales. So they're trying to sell their game, and someone's gonna buy the game for the survival aspect because not they're not gonna be like you're not gonna find Minecraft PvP unless you have some prior experience. That's how I see it. Like unless you didn't play Minecraft before and you just immediately got into Minecraft PvP, like I think that's a very rare case. I think everyone started out with like some kind of survival experience. But the thing is that it's almost nighttime. Still need to find cows. The thing is that with having like developers focus on a different goal than what one like set branch of the Minecraft main community wants, like you're not going to get anything done unless they work together on it. That's why like games like competitive based games like League of Legends or CS:GO, they have these giant tournaments, uh, and they can have them because they have the funding for it, they have the player base for it, they have the fans for it mainly, and Bad Lion, I'm kind of going all over the place, but Bad Lion, it's kind of with their new premium thing, they're trying to make their own thing, but I don't see it working out, honestly, because they need a much wider player base to make up for all the money that they're spending to make these like this client side anti-cheat and these like the 128 tick servers are going to cost a lot, like so much money. And along with like the client that they paid so much for to get made, like they are sponsored by ESL. But I feel like they're gonna use a lot of money on a product that players aren't going to enjoy because I don't really know how to word this, but players aren't. They should, if they came to Minecraft for a competitive experience, they should really play another game. If you want to play competitive at like a competitive game, you really should not play Minecraft. And that's why I don't see people come back like time and time again just complaining about the game when its intention was not to be competitive. Oh, I just noticed that I can probably kill some bunnies for leather. Yeah, I'll just do that. I'm not going down without leather, though. I do not want to risk that. Who's that? Rodeo, okay. Sorry, underground. Oh, I'm at by the corner of the map. Okay. Okay, more bunnies. Yeah, but if you want, I highly recommend just any other game than Minecraft if you do want like a multiplayer PvP based game. But if you do like playing competitive Minecraft, obviously the options are coming up now because you do have oh my god, funny. You do have like the Badline ESL server. Okay. I really need to find some animals. Okay, got some apples here. 2 apples. Sorry if I'm just kind of losing my train of thought here. Trying to focus on the game while talking. Yeah. I guess next thing I'll talk about is just kind of like the state of the Reddit community because I've talked about this in multiple record rounds, but I don't play many record rounds, so the ones that I do, there's obviously going to be a change in between them. So I think the current like Reddit UHC community, I think it's better. Okay, I found some cows. I think it is better than it has been this entire year, honestly. Like there are good game options. Like they're out there. There's a ton of just good or mediocre hosts, which mediocre really cuts it nowadays. Like you're not looking for like a fantastic host. You're just looking for someone that can host a game, get it done, and like yeah, just be over with it. But versus sorry, it's so loud. Okay. So let me just make some stuff. Okay, we'll find a surface cave. But there's I've been having a lot of fun in games recently because Harbored games as well as have had a fairly good impact on the community, I think. Obviously I own the server, so I'm gonna like think positively of the server, but I think that the more people realize that like ultra softcore isn't that bad of a thing, because obviously Harbored, like there's a game of like Casey Boys, you get Haste 2, or like Cut Clean, which some people consider ultra softcore. I just consider it a sped up version of the game. And then there's some people. Okay, I got a cave here. And then there's like team inventory and the double arrows and some of the other like quadruple torches. like a lot of that has had like I know Arctic and Psychedelic both have similar features to that now. And as well with the no fire aspect. I think no fire aspect has had giant impact on the community. Like a lot of servers host with it now. But I think the main reason for like it just getting better is kind of just people uh just they're still complaining about like losing games and stuff, but I feel like people see it less as like a super competitive game, just because that's not really how I think they should view. Like obviously you can view it that way. I just disagree with that because I don't think you should really view Minecraft as a competitive game. I think you should view it as like a casual game. But it's really just how people. It's just different perspectives on the matter. But I think a lot more people view it as a casual game, and people gave up on the thought of a community. Which I think what was dragging Reddit down is trying to be what it used to be. And now that it's not really trying, like now that I think community games were the biggest like contributor to that, was the community was trying to have games like they used to have it, and it just didn't work because the players now don't really like those games, and the the community is just not really meant for that anymore. It's not really a community. It's just a form of, I guess, even though I said it was casual, it's just a form of a competitive game, and people don't have to be like everyone friends with each other. But I do think that Reddit has gone a lot better because they gave up on. Oh, hey, my chest. Oh, that's not good. I'll come back to that later. But yeah, people have given up on the perfect Reddit like safe place community that it used to be, and are starting to accept it for the more friend group based, um, somewhat competitive game with community attributes, like random teams, I guess, kind of has that, and like slave markets, like so you get paired with random people. But I think the community has changed for the better throughout this year, because 2015 I think is probably the lowest the community's been. Like obviously it's going to die soon, like it's on the brink of dying. But I like this form of the community better than anything. Like even though like the community post is dead, like I a lot of people are complaining with that, but I think Twitter is just a way better way of that. And through Twitter, you can connect with a lot of people. You can make friends very easily. Um, and you can really interact with the people that you want to, not just you can like choose the people that you want to interact with, and not just have a giant post of random people that you don't even know. But oh, okay, I am going to smelt that up. But the other viewpoint is that since it's not a community anymore, it's worse because people don't know each other, which I don't really see too much as an issue, because you go to any other competitive game, you queue for like any kind of matchmaking, you're not going to know the people that you're facing. So why should you in this game? I guess. Like it doesn't make logical sense to me. Like you don't need to know everyone in the game. But oh, Spider-Man. Okay, I am going to go around here and drop down around here. See if I can dig into the mine shaft. I believe it was on like Y20, so I'll dig to it from there. But I think okay, yeah, dig into the mine shaft. I got 2 gold. Blow this off. Yeah, but I think that the community best state it is in right now. And yeah, I think it's going to get much worse because it is dying. Oh no. Oh God. I don't know how to get around those. Oh, I guess I can go around here. But yeah, it's I'm predicting within the next year the community is just gonna be so bad. Like just absolutely terrible. Oh, episode 1 and see you guys next time.